September the 13th, the Mavericks and Friends on September 18th, and the Buena Vista Orchestra November 18th. For more information, kpft.org or 713-526-5738, option 1. Support for KPFT and The Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Firm. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. For more information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, you can find it at the website, parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy, he's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Dreams, I can see your freedom, I will hold you once more. The men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This thing's my love. It's Friday night. The inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's Prison Radio. Prison Radio.
All right, welcome to the Prison Show. Tonight is Friday, May the 29th, the end of the month. And you know what? We're still in Fun Drive. And David has been looking forward all week to put the fun in Fun Drive. We were even chit-chatting about it.
About the Fun and Fun Drive?
Yeah, the Fun and Fun Drive.
How many of those $1 donations did they get?
Oh, my.
Like 20, 30?
No, there's
more
like
than that?
200.
Yeah,
200?
Easily.
Yeah. So I tell you guys every week that any donation in any amount to let the station know that you're listening.
I donated.
Yeah, I've donated. Joe donated.
Hello.
Danny donates. A lot of us are actually sustainers, but I donated on top of my being a sustainer. But what I'm getting at with the $1 donation is it's letting people know that they're listening to the show. So what time were those $1 donations? Can you still see them? Have they been all day, or they just last show? Somebody listening to Skylar Dawn and making a whole bunch of $1 donations?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Looked to be about 4 and 5 o'clock on up.
So whatever, maybe that was the news hour. I don't know. My point is, if you want to make the station aware that you're listening to our show and you're saying, well, the times are tough right now and I can't really make a donation, you can make a $1 donation, and that'll let the station know that you're listening. If we had 200 $1 donations tonight, that's a $200 donation. If we get 500 $1 donations, that's even better.
And we'll take it.
But the point is, if we only get 20, you're letting the station know that you're listening. Now, I'd be happy with the $21 donations. It'd be great. But my wife was talking tonight about how expensive gas is and that she's not going to go anywhere.
It's expensive.
If you would normally take on a Friday night and put $20 in your truck so you can go bar hopping, well, put $20, call 713-526-5738, option number 1, or go to www.kpft.org. And there's a button, and it used to be a red button, but now it's green, and it says Donate Now. So hit that Donate Now button. But in the very top, it don't even say nothing. It's got an arrow up and an arrow down. Hit the arrow and go down to The Prison Show. Make sure you go to The Prison Show, or we don't get credit. Whenever I see those spreadsheets that KPFT sends out, down at the bottom of the spreadsheet, there's a whole bunch of donations that was to no particular show. So please donate to The Prison Show. How's that?
Man, that was fun. He did. He put the fun in Fun Drive.
Every dollar counts.
Yes, every dollar counts. So tonight, David, as usual, has lined up a fantastic show. Marci Marie is going to be here. She is the Prison Show Women's Unit reporter, social media influencer, and Director of Community Engagement at Lioness Justice Impacted Women's Alliance. You got a whole lot going on, Marci. Brittany Robertson's going to be on. Texas prison reform activist and the Prison Show board member. Sommer Alexander, the Reentry Peer Support Specialist at Texas Harm Reduction Alliance, and Mr. Abraham Bonowitz. He will be on. He is the co-director and founder at Death Penalty Action. So, hey, we've got a whole lot going on tonight. And do you want to take Brittany first, David?
What's on the schedule? You're not looking at it?
No, I am. Marci.
Oh, and she didn't call in? We'll go to the next one. That's fine by me.
Don't get sassy
Shake
with
it.
it. Don't get sassy with
You
me.
better watch it. I'm going to stick Joy on you.
She's pointing her finger. Yeah,
Joy's worse than I am.
I am here.
Oh, I am so sorry. Joy is here.
Yep.
Joy's right here. I'm here, Dani.
Use that word again, Joy. You can't use it on the air, but cover up your mic and just tell her a thing or two.
No. Linda's here. David's here. Joanne is here. And guess who's back? We have Athena in the house. And, man, she was showing us a tattoo. Ooh, it's cute.
It is cute.
It's very
I
cute.
have my tattoo on my feet. You know what? I got a pedicure today, guys, and my feet are so sparkly.
She was talking about...
I don't know if you can see them, but look at this. My toes are rocking. They are sparkly. Mm-hmm. You see that?
So we're going to see if she
Yeah.
gets some. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go to... Let's take Brittany first, because she was after Marci anyway. So let's go to Brittany. Hey, Brittany.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Busy. I've also been taking some time to get outside and enjoy the semi-warm weather up here.
Yeah. What do you mean by semi-warm? How warm?
We're in the 80s.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So the flowers, all the seeds are planted, and we got some starting to bloom already. So I'm excited for this season. In between working on reform, I'll be out there tending to the garden.
Oh, that sounds relaxing.
We were a nice, cool 91 today.
Yeah, 91.
Oh, I would be happy by a pool.
Absolutely. So what do you have for us this evening?
First, I want to give a little bit of an update on some of the team members that I had kind of mentioned before on the show. We have Ali, who's doing some amazing things. He had finished his program and is now moved on to his next unit, but he stumbled across a team member there recently, and that team member had really needed some individuals that would also be willing to self-advocate. So, I had hoped they were going to meet each other, but you have really a few various wings in different areas you could end up in, and we could never prompt them really, right? But we have to let them meet. But so now that team member's got some help on that unit. Another team member had completed the grad program, and he was moved to a separate unit. And at this unit, I had mentioned in prior I guess, shows the issues I have with the grad program, mainly how it was designed, but also there's what it comes after it, right? He had gone through the program. He's out in general population. He's working on getting a job assignment and kind of reintegrating, right? Upon arriving, he comes, face to face with a GI who, without going back and looking in history or anything, he just told them that he'd worked to get him put back in SEG. And, I have to, in over the years of working with these team members, I have to give a lot of thought to, some of the safety and security incidents that have happened in the past due to, just a side comment. Something small for that officer that may have been having a bad day is something potentially huge for, not just the incarcerated, but the other officers.
And that's very true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's been incidents in the past with these types of interactions. One individual in restrictive housing on McConnell unit, he had asked for showers to be cleaned. And the officer had made a smart comment instead of giving him a actual answer. And, obviously that individual got dysregulated and he acted out, but he didn't act out on the officer that made the comment. It was the next one that came by. And in some cases, while these officers might have a very intimidating rapport and feel that they can freely use that type of communication, it falls on others as well, and it's just something highly unnecessary. But I think about the process of going through grad and making that decision and what that means for that individual, only to have it completely disregarded upon arriving to a unit. I just think about the other incidents, that we could avoid in those cases. But he's staying focused, and he's going to continue to progress and find a job assignment that they'll allow him to do. Other than that, we have the board meeting coming up in August. Mm-hmm. So I have some team members at pre-release that'll be out shortly before that, and they maxed out free and clear, so they're going to show up and speak, and basically go over, some of the stuff from their incarceration, but also, as they're going through this process, they're continuing to gather experience and formulate feedback and suggestions. One thing I'm being told for pre-release is that the materials that they're providing them with are really outdated. And it's not as in the facilitators aren't making that effort, but I'm finding it seems to be the tools that the facilitators are given to work with. I have an individual who the materials that they're providing are from when, he was just, let's say I was just out of high school. So I think of all the advancements we've made since 2003, right? And I wonder how relevant can a lot of that be? And with the advancements we've made, some of these individuals have a deep interest in a completely other field where they can't have that written material to work with. Because one thing about pre-release for the guys coming out of restrictive housing, when they go to that class, is their time is only Monday through Friday, and on the weekends, without access to media and things like that, their opportunities for preparation are slim to none, and the printed material is outdated. So he wants to be able to provide some feedback for the guys that are still going to be back there. But yeah, everything as far as reform efforts are going good. A few other team members are out here. 2 of them became employed. Oh. And they're doing good. One of them went into a job, interview, walked out employed. Another one started as a temp and walked out hired on. They're making some progress in their life, but I also see some of the struggles that they deal with, and it's a learning experience, but I think they're going to provide some pathways to better solutions.
Well, you know, when you had mentioned it follows them when the infractions that they had that landed them in restrictive housing, someone I know, his infraction was $19.99, and it's still with him today, even though he's a G2.
Yep, absolutely. And, you know, when, like, some of the guys that are going through the grad program and the ones who choose to not go through it, they run the risk of, you know, you're in a Taggett file. So anytime your name's ran, it pops up, and anybody with you is also going to face a heavier scrutiny. So, you know, it's a big choice for them to go through it, but I'm just glad everybody's remaining focused. We haven't had any issues so far, so I'm really proud of these guys for doing what they're doing, and I'm excited for you guys to meet some of them. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I know we're excited too, hoping they can come down to the station. That would be great.
Yes, it would. Yes,
So,
I want to try to work it out.
So you had mentioned, I know you've mentioned this before, but you have team members across the state, right, at different units. So what is and I remember a few weeks ago you had talked about it, the percentage of people not completing grad, what is the percentage of them making parole?
So the labeled guys, the guys that are labeled, so in 2024, the amount of people that paroled were, I believe, 11. In 2025, that number that paroled is over 500. So when I say that the reform is occurring and we're making progress, and it is doable as long as you can maintain that standard of behavior and you understand that your future is more important than your mood in that moment, it'll continue to go up. We're just counting on the guys to be setting good examples for why they're allowing this to happen.
Amen. Amen. So if somebody wants to write to you, Brittany, what is your snail mail address if they don't have you on e-messaging?
Okay, that one is Texas Prison Reform, P.O. Box 671, Kaukauna, Wisconsin, 54130, and Kaukauna is spelled Kaukauna.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you again in August for the board meeting. So we're going to get some more stuff done. And we had a great time at the summit. I wish you could have been there.
Oh, me too. We got to get more plane tickets. We got to work on that.
Yeah, maybe someone can
donate.
But
I would have loved to be there. Hey, I'll put them to use, I promise.
Well, thank you, Brittany. We appreciate you being
Absolutely.
on. You have a great weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Bye-bye. Bye. And now we have Miss Marci Marie, who called in a little bit late. I'm gonna blow you up online or on the air. How you doing, Marci?
Hey, so nice to see y'all.
Yes. How are you?
How is everybody?
Oh, we're just loving it, loving life.
Well, I'm in Austin with a bunch of the Lionesses. We're together doing some undercover strategic stuff, highly confidential. So you all will know that some really exciting things are happening, and we're going to have some big announcements soon. So I'm really excited about that. On a personal note, I have a lot of traveling to do this summer, but you all, if you are formerly incarcerated, FICPSM, the formerly incarcerated persons and formerly incarcerated and convicted persons and family movement is having 4 convenings. It's FICPFM movement on Instagram. You can get the information there, or you can DM me. Scholarships are still open, so if you're formerly incarcerated and want to attend, Texas's location is Nashville. So we're trying to get the Texas folks to Nashville, but I know that there might be people outside of Texas listening, and so it's all over the country. You guys get locked into that. So additionally, I am producing another film. We are filming in August in Minnesota, so you all stay tuned for that. I'm super excited for that. And let's get to some lioness business. I have our executive director here with me, Jennifer Toon, and she's going to talk a little bit about it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and she's going to talk a little bit about mental health and how it affects incarcerated folks. Before we do that, y'all, we're in a pledge drive, and it's super easy to just, y'all know they draft my bank every month. It's so easy, really quick and easy. So you all listen to whoever you're supposed. I think you call this number. Maybe you press 1. I don't even remember. Y'all are good. Dan, tell them how to do it. So you
call 713-526-5738. Option number 1. Oops.
Option number 1, and you can give an amount that you don't even notice. A Starbucks coffee run amount to support this show that supports families staying connected to their incarcerated loved ones. And it's beyond Texas, y'all. We're on tablets across the country. I am getting DMs from folks all over the country in county jails and prisons saying they listen to the show. So excited, and just super excited personally that Gatesville, Texas, shout out to all my Gatesville girls, can hear the show. So let me pass the phone. I'm watching the time, Dave. Y'all aren't going to get me this time. Don't worry. I've got Jennifer Toon on the line.
Hey, y'all. How are y'all doing tonight?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really excited to be here with my folks here at Linus, and we're excited to talk to y'all this evening. I wanted to shout out May as the month for mental health awareness, specifically for borderline personality disorder. So BPD, which is a diagnosis that I have, and lots of women and incarcerated folks have that particular diagnosis, right? It affects about 1 to 2% of the free world population, but guess what? About 30% of incarcerated folks have a diagnosis of borderline personality disorder or some type of personality disorder. So just wanted to shout that awareness out for this month. It's super important to take care of our mental health and find the treatment that is appropriate for our mental health condition, and really focus on our wellness. So yeah, happy Mental Health Awareness Month. I'll pass it back to Marci.
Thank you, Tunchi. Okay, I also have Lavina with us. Lavina is one of our lead organizers in the Gulf Coast area, which is like Houston, and she's just going to shout out her Houston folks and tell y'all a little bit about what they're doing down in that region.
Hey, everybody. So this is Lavina. I'm in a Gulf Coast co-lead with April Towery. Yes, okay. Sorry, I couldn't say her last name right. But we recently just had a gathering. If you're formerly incarcerated and want to get connected and get plugged in to just be in community with us, if you're around Houston, Galveston, Pasadena, all of those surrounding areas, you're more than welcome to join us. Our meeting is the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. And so we have a meeting this Monday. April will actually be facilitating, but I'll be on there. So anyways, we're doing great things, planning things. We just loving on each other, getting to know each other. So if you want to be a part of the community that we have, check us out, okay?
Yeah. Thanks, Lavina. She's incredible. And the way that y'all get plugged in here in the free world to Lioness is you want to hit us up on our website, y'all. That's www.lionessjiwa.org. And check out the website, of course, but if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's an interest form. And when you fill that out, that's the first step to getting plugged in. And we hear y'all on the inside. I'm getting lots of DMs and messages about the water and hobby that hobby unit. And I just want to confirm what we have been told by TDCJ. What was announced at the board meeting was that they are putting their own water filtration system into that unit, separate from the city water. And so they're taking steps for that. We know that doesn't help y'all today. We know that doesn't help y'all tomorrow because these things move slow. But believe me, Lioness is on top of that. We're monitoring that, and we're going to hold the agency accountable for what they're telling us. I want to make sure y'all have our P.O. box. Listen up. If you're inside and you want to get hooked up with Lioness, this is how you do it. You have to write us. You cannot, your sister, auntie, boyfriend, they can't sign you up. You have to do it. You have to send a letter, and that's just the first step for you learning how to advocate for yourself. P.O. Box 12051. That's in Austin, Texas, 78711. And we can't wait to hear from y'all.
Hey, can you repeat that one more time?
I can. P.O. Box 12051, Austin, Texas, 78711. And y'all, don't forget to pledge to the Prison Show. It's such an important show. It's worked. Nobody makes money. These folks up there producing the show, Dani and Linda and Dave, they ain't taking home any paychecks, y'all. Money's coming out of their pocket to get to the Prison Show studio. Everything that goes into it all comes out of their pockets. But to stay on the tablets and stay on the air, that costs money. And that's why we have to come together as a community and bring those funds together.
Well, thank you, Marci. You still have a few minutes. Are you going to give it back to us?
Oh, no, we'll take it.
Okay, go ahead, girl.
You got about 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Well, listen, last time Dave got me, so I really was watching the clock, and I thought, I'm not about to be on your bad side again. So
You're never on our bad side.
We definitely wanted to shout out. We know that we had Christina Hartman in studio not too long ago talking about the master's program and that it's going to be offered on women's units. And we're so excited about that. And we want to uplift that work. And really, y'all know we stay on TDCJ's, behind. Y'all know that we stay on it. But we also have to acknowledge that some of the women in leadership, we're seeing some big changes and we're excited about. And we're working on getting April Zamora on, and we have just a minute and a half, and Jennifer Tim's
minute and a half. I got one more thing to tell y'all. So directly related to our advocacy and some allegations that happened at Hospital Galveston, y'all, they're radically changing. And revamping and remodeling Hospital Galveston. They're, I believe, starting with the women's wing to where it's going to be for patients. It's going to be for the wellness of the patient and give you that patient experience. So the changes you see at Hospital Galveston, just know that was a lot of folks' advocacy on the inside and outside to finally get some changes happening there.
Yeah, so y'all keep writing us and telling us what's going on, but you've got to be a member. So you got to write us, tell us you want to be a member, fill out that membership form, and then let us know what's going on, and that's how we know what to advocate for. Love y'all so much. Open up your pocketbooks during this pledge drive. Dig for the change in your couch. Get it done. You can pledge every month a small amount to come out of your bank that you won't even notice. Less than a Netflix subscription even helps. So y'all get it done. Love y'all so much.
Love you too, Marci. Thank you for pitching for us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk to y'all real soon.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
She did more fun drive than I did.
She really did, David. I mean, you got to step it up.
She
Your
has
turn.
a sunnier disposition.
Your turn. High five.
High five. She did it for me. High five. She just has this, like Joy said.
Yeah, dig in the couch. Go get it. You get $1 out of the couch.
Well, maybe.
She's not as cranky as me and you.
Yeah, Marci's definitely not as cranky as you or Joy. Both of them.
Joy.
I'm good as long as you don't mess with me.
And you mess with her all the time.
I do, and just to see the reaction.
Danny just
So,
works.
do
So
we?
call
I knew
713-526-5738. Option number 1 to donate. And in about 15 or 20 minutes, you can call option number 2 to make shout-outs. But you can also go, and I'm not a big people person, believe it or not.
Really?
I like to go to www.kpft.org and hit the drop-down menu. Hit the Donate Now button. It's green now. Go look for the green button.
Why did they turn it green?
I think it's got something to do with my daughter's favorite holiday.
To make you ask questions.
You don't know what favorite holiday my daughter would have?
St. Patrick's Day?
Nah, 420.
Oh my God. 420. Oh, well, okay, you got me on that
Gotcha.
one.
Yeah.
You got me on that
Well, you
one.
got to think about the KPFT. You know, we used to have parties in the backyard over off of Lovett.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some.
It's a heavy-duty parties.
Yes, I think, yeah. And so that's why they changed it to green.
Well, I think that's why there's a bench sitting out back.
There's a bench out back?
Whenever you go out the door, there's a bench right there.
Yes.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Yes. There definitely is.
Definitely is.
Chuckle.
Yeah. I love it. Look, y'all call us up. We don't care. You got $1, you got $5, whatever. I mean, what $1 to me is $10 to somebody else. Whatever you got, please call and make a donation.
Thank you, David. All right, let's
shut up.
Shut up. Let's get to Sommer. She is on line 1, and she's the reentry peer support specialist. How are you doing, Sommer?
I'm good. How are y'all? I'm over here dying laughing. I thought this is a good intro for harm reduction. Right before the bench in the backyard and the 420, I was dying laughing.
Amen. Amen.
This is great. Yeah. So, well, first of all, thank y'all for having us on again tonight. It's always a pleasure to be on here, and it's so much fun. And I also want to send a shout out to every single person that has taken the time to write us and really seek out prior to coming home the assistance that they need to have a successful reentry. And just know that I am slowly getting back to everyone. We have tons and tons of letters, so I am personally responding to each one of them. I think that's really important to do. So just be looking for y'all's letters. They are coming. But yeah, I'm the peer support specialist, and I'm also the supervisor over the entire reentry team now, which is, I say that with so much pleasure because now I have help. We've got a total of 3 new people on the team. We're doing it in a way that's really, I'm really excited about it. We have like a peer specialist in every single category so that we can make sure that when you come to Texas Harm Reduction Alliance and you connect with us on your reentry experience, that you are actually getting every single thing that you need met. So we've got a new lady her name is Sybil, and she is our mental health peer specialist. We also have Jason, who y'all have met before on the radio. He is awesome as well. He's our employment specialist and peer support specialist. And then we also have a gentleman named Charles. Charles is going to be handling all of our housing navigating. And so that it looks like when you come home, there's different programs in Travis County, for example, like the ECHO has a program that does a coordinated assessment for individuals that are unhoused. And so we'll be doing I do the assessments. I'm the only one at Texas Harm Reduction right now that currently does those. And so we do the assessments on people to kind of see where they're at as far as their housing needs, and then we can plug them in according to the programs that we have available based on what their need is and their circumstance, because the assessment is designed on one part of those for their coordinated assessment. It is a particular type of population of people they're housing. And so it's good to have all these different levels because we can literally all put our hands around you, help you, and get you going and on a path that's just, it leads to nothing but success. And that's really, really exciting for us. In addition to the typical reentry support like the housing and all that stuff, we also do vital document assistance. Now, while most people do come home with the IDs because you go to reentry and you go through that process, there's still the real reality that you don't walk out with them, right? And you're waiting, or you're having to call back to parole and get, months and months down the line, you're getting them. But the truth is, you need them right then when you get out because you need to work. And so if you're having any struggle like that whenever you do come home, please reach out to us. I am more than happy to help you with your vital documents. That can be your ID, your driver's license. I have even, just a month ago, helped somebody get their CDLs back rolling again so that they could get employment. I can do your birth certificate. We can get your Social Security order, anything that you're needing. If it is preventing you from getting employment, please reach out to us and make sure that we're able to help you, because I want to make sure that every person that comes out is successful. It's not an easy road to come down as far as reentry. You have a million barriers, but those barriers are, you can get over them and you can succeed. So I just, I encourage everybody to continue reaching out to us, and let us know what your needs are. When you write in on those letters, I always tell people, make sure you put, if approximately when you're coming home, what kind of work did you used to do? What do you want to do, even if it's something new? What classes are you taking? And if you're somebody that would be interested in maybe having reentry support prior to coming home, and I would say a good timeline would be about 6 months prior to that, to your release, let us know. We are trying to build a program out to where we can come with you hands-on, and being able to really facilitate a path and a goal plan to getting you home and having everything already in alignment for you. And so that time, having that 6 months prior to release really helps. So if you are somebody that's listening tonight and you're going to be getting out maybe in the next 6 months to a year, and you're interested in having that type of support prior to getting out, let us know. And I will be able to reach back out to you, let you know, and see what that looks like. And maybe we can get out there and start working with you and really try and piece things together prior to coming home. There's a lot. There's not anything we don't do. So we're mostly doing classes too. We're doing classes at the jail. We're doing them inside of Travis County. We have expanded to TDC. We're doing them out at the state jail off of 969 here in Austin, and we're hoping to get to some of the surrounding counties pretty soon here. That's pretty much what we're doing. Reentry at its best is how I like to put it.
So you had mentioned that there's 3 of you, correct?
4. Well, so I have 4 total with me.
Okay.
3 new people.
That's right. You mentioned that on the last show that you were on.
Mm-hmm.
So can you repeat what y'all do individually?
So individually, we've got Sybil. And so Sybil is our mental health reentry peer specialist. And then we have Charles. Charles is our housing navigator, and he's also a peer support specialist. And then we have Jason, and Jason is, he has the certifications in employment. So he's an employment reentry peer specialist. And then I have my certifications, which are justice involvement. I also have the recovery and the reentry peer certifications. And so we have like a full band, if you will, of certifications that we can all, let's say that I do the housing, all your housing stuff, and then I may order your vital documents and so forth. But maybe now you need help getting a job, right? Then I'm going to pass you over to Jason. Jason's going to start working with you, and then Jason's going to get you all lined up with employment. And he's amazing with it. I mean, he goes and he'll sit down with you and help you write your resume. He'll sit down and I've even seen him go to take people to their interviews and wait for them. And, we will even coach them through mock interviews. So we had a guy not long ago. He was had just done, I think it was 12 years. And so it was kind of intimidating him thinking about doing an interview with a big company. And so what we did was we sat down and we did a mock interview back and forth with him so that he could really get acclimated to questions that are going to come up that you're not expecting and so forth. And that way when you walk into those interviews, they're not intimidating and you're not caught off guard and all of those things. Because I don't really care who you are, right? An interview is always going to be intimidating. Mm-hmm. You don't know what they're going to have. And so I found even in my own reentry that kind of having those mock interviews or those different role-playing things, if you will, they really, really do help. And I know they seem kind of cheesy at first when you start doing them, but they really help. And so I just encourage you, reentry is a really difficult thing. People go through different things like they were speaking about previously. There's mental health stuff that happens, right? So we've got Sybil. So let's say you're somebody coming home and you have some type of a mental health concern, or even just you take something like you have a condition like bipolar or schizophrenia or anything of that nature. That is something that he works primarily with people like that. And so what happens is she's able to get you to where you need for your medical needs, get you to your doctor appointments, help you navigate setting up those appointments, because again, those are intimidating when you haven't been interacting with the services that we have now, because a lot of things have changed, unfortunately, with the things going on in the world. I'll just say it that way.
So is it Sybil? Sybil? Is Sybil's last name Sybil?
It is. It's Sybil. Yeah. And it's Sybil Seibel. Yeah.
Yeah, well, she
So,
used
yeah.
to come on the prison show a lot.
Yeah.
She also went through the
Yay!
program with Maggie. Went through the
Mhm,
Anthony
she
Graves
did.
program. Yeah, we know Sybil.
Yeah, she's great. I adore her.
Yeah, we've known her a long time.
She's so wonderful. When we were interviewing her, it was great because she's so calm, and I'm like the hyper squirrel. That's what I tell people all the time. I'm like everywhere. I'm doing 55 things, right? And so I'm like, she's the yin to my yang because she calms everything down. And so when we have individuals that need that slower pace, we obviously put her with them. And then we have all of these different areas covered so that no one person feels like they've left with anything. I mean, with anything that's not when you leave, you feel whole, right? You've seen somebody that is a specialist in mental health and other services. You've seen somebody who's an employment specialist. You've seen somebody who does housing navigation. And then if you need your documents, your housing coordinated assessments, or anything else, even for our people that are still going through like justice stuff that's active cases, I'm all things justice. So like I'll go and do things with people in the courts and help them with that and advocate and all of the things. So we're a really well-rounded team now, and I'm so excited about it because, the one thing I want people to always walk away and feel is like they've really gotten help and that this is now going to be an easier and it's going to be an easier transition for them, but they feel good when they leave. That's so important to every single one of us on this team. We all come from a place of lived experience, and so we've been there, and we connect in a different way. And so because of that connection that we have with people, they know we're genuine, and they feel good when they leave. They feel cared about. They feel like they can be honest. They can tell us what's really going on. And because of that bond that we have with our peers, we see real results, and they're lasting results. And yeah, it's just amazing. This work is amazing, and I just continue to encourage people every single day. If you're getting ready to come home, first of all, congratulations, and we can't wait to meet you. Like, we really can't.
So how can someone write to you? What's your snail mail address?
So the snail mail is going to be, you write to it, Texas Harm Reduction Alliance, and you can put my name, which is SOMMER Alexander. It would be P.O. Box 14443. And so that's 1, 3 4s and a 3. And it's Austin, Texas, 78761.
Well, thank you so much, Sommer. We appreciate you being on. And you have a great weekend.
Did you hear that, Bill?
Too, and what happened?
Sorry about that. I was asking somebody else if they got your address. He's always saying that we don't repeat it enough and we don't say it slow enough. So.
I got you. I'll do it again. It's P.O. Box 14443, Austin, Texas, 78761.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Y'all have a great night.
Yeah.
You too.
Bye.
Yeah, I was teasing.
Yeah, but he can always go back a little bit.
Oh, well, I don't know. He just says
it's too tough for him.
I don't know if they got a rewind.
Yeah, they do. Because I asked somebody, I said, some old man is constantly complaining.
Yeah, and he said that he was really disappointed because y'all went to the summit and didn't give a brief.
No.
Yeah, I mean he was, and then he was trying to tell me how to cure Diamond's ears. She's got a yeast infection, bro. I mean, I keep them clean and I put medications in them, but she goes out and she rolls around in the dirt and she gets more stuff down in there. So.
Don't you know that he knows everything?
Yeah, well.
And no, we didn't give a brief on the summit. I mean, you go around talking to people. I mean,
you try and get some act right, but it doesn't always work.
I know. All right. Do you want to pitch, David?
Well, I don't know. You got a fastball?
No.
No?
Nothing about me's fast.
Nothing about you fast? I would like to say thank you to a few people.
Let's do it.
Didn't I send you a picture? Go ahead, Joy. You got the picture?
What? No. I was going to say it's the bottom of the ninth, and it's 4-4 for Houston, and no.
Yeah.
No, okay. we got to say thank you to Kimberly, Michael, Donna, and Tony. They took in our advice. So we're going to say it one more time. What? You giving me facial expressions?
I am giving you because I find this very strange.
Why do you? Well, they're donating. And that's
and
great.
we appreciate
during our time, and Oh, there's another one. There's Valerie.
Valerie, yeah, I was about to say Valerie.
Thank you, Valerie.
Send your dollars.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one way to show the station that you're listening.
Yes.
And I'm really thankful for it. To me, it doesn't matter. There's another one. There's John.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just steadily popping up, and we say thank you.
Yes, we do appreciate it.
So if you want to donate, whether you got $1, you got $5, you got $10, I know a person who donates $500 a month, and I'm not saying that that's how much you got, but if you got it, come on with it.
Yes,
just
please.
call 713-526-5738. Option number 1 to donate. Option number 2 if you want to make a shout out. Or if you're like me and you're old fuddy-duddy, don't want to talk to a bunch of folks, go to www.kpft.org and go look for that green button. Think about 420 when you do it. Donate now.
You're horrible. All right.
Well, they'll remember it.
Let's get to Abe. I'm cutting you off, David. Let's get to Abe. Hey, Abe.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I am doing all right. It's been a week. It's been a couple of weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I was down there with you all in person, and
we miss you already.
With every bullet.
I miss you, and I was just grateful for the opportunity, and then only afterwards, when I wrote about it, did I hear people that I know that live within blocks of where the station is. So, next time I'll get down there, I get to visit some people in person, in addition to all of you. So, anyway, it's so much has been going on. You might remember I'll just say tonight's report. We've got some good news and we've got some awful news. And, we're talking about race, we're talking about juries, we're talking about suffering, levels of suffering. But first, let's start with some good news. Yesterday in Pitchford versus, I can't read my own writing, but the Pitchford case, the U.S. Supreme Court threw out a death sentence and ordered a new trial for this guy Pitchford, who, of course, had discrimination in his jury selection and discriminatory jury exclusions. Nothing new, right? But I think what is exciting to me is that this U.S. Supreme Court is actually ruling in favor of the least of us sometimes, and in favor of not being completely racist all the time, which is, it feels like a win right now, the way things have been going. So I note that. There was also a win in the Ham case, which was an Alabama case that, unfortunately, I don't know if we talked about it. No, we couldn't have talked about it. But, when I was down there, it was around the execution of Eddie Busby, who the other court refused to hear his case. And yet they affirmed this guy, or rather, it wasn't really an affirmation. They chose not to make a ruling, which held the status quo, which means that the guy in this other case from Alabama got the relief he was seeking. He got to maintain the lower court ruling that essentially recognized that his intellectual disability was sufficient to not be executed. And it was a very similar situation to Eddie Busby, and yet they didn't pick up that case. And actually, it was because they didn't in the Eddie Busby case that many of us were afraid that's, a dire warning that the court's going down a regressive path and reversing itself on past Supreme Court precedents that have, again, helped some of the least among us. So those are the wins, such that they are. It is what it is. Unfortunately, getting into the bad news, I wanted to back up and just say it was great to hear from Marci tonight, and Jennifer, Toon, of course, and Brittany and Sommer, and all of you. And it's especially the work that the Lionesses are doing. We're always happy to hear about them because they stepped up so much for Melissa Lucio. I wanted to just make sure I hit that note before I get down this road too far. And also a shout out, of course, to Rodney Reed. I hope if you can send him a card or something. His mom died recently. And the Reed family, of course, if you can keep them in your prayers, as well as everybody else that's got We've all got families, and everybody can probably use some prayers anyway. But shout out also to everybody else that's facing execution right now in Texas and across the country, and that's going to be in Texas, James Norman. Not until September, though, which is okay. We've got actually a very short schedule this summer in terms of the number of executions. Right now, just 1, 2, 3 in June, 1 in August, none in July, and we got to get into September before we get some big more dates. So in any case, that's James Norman and Rainey Kershaw, if I'm saying that right, and then Krista Pike in Tennessee. We're going to talk about Tennessee in a moment here. Jamal Howard, John Rubio in Texas, and then Gary Sutton in Tennessee. And those first two, what we need to understand is that there's going to be a consistent adding of dates as well, especially with regard to Florida. But I mentioned Alabama. The loss in Alabama is Jeffrey Lee. This actually could be good news for him. Basically, he lost his argument that gas suffocation is unconstitutional because it is too much suffering. And the judge in that case basically said that he did not show that his level of suffering from that method of execution, gas suffocation, would rise to the level of being unconstitutional, and therefore he did not get the relief he was looking for. And I have to say, truly, the real torture of the death penalty is the wait, the decades on death row, and then there's, especially in Texas, 90 days on death watch at least. It's the wait. But anybody that has really thought about these methods of execution and read about what it's like or what it appears to be happening has to understand that, in Alabama it's a choice of, they decide, but it's gas or lethal injection. In other states, there's a couple other choices, electric chair or firing squad. If you had to pick one, it wouldn't be gassing, unless you really wanted to suffer. And that's what we know. So the good news about that, if it's good news, is that it opens the door, because now the litigation is over, for Governor Ivey in Alabama to maybe commute his sentence. And why should she do that? Well, his is one of the three executions that are set up set to go in June. Are the common theme among them is a non-unanimous jury. And in the case of Jeffrey Lee, his jury voted 7-5 for a sentence of life without parole. And under the law at that time, that 7-5 vote was only a recommendation, and the final decision belonged to the trial judge, who chose to impose death despite the jury's vote for life. Now, this is a practice that Alabama abolished in 2017, but they didn't make that retroactive. And what that means is that anybody that had been sentenced under that prior scheme, their sentence stands. Well, now Governor Kay Ivey, who has granted clemency now twice in the past year and a half or so, which some people would not have predicted, but she has, when she's seen some drastic unfairness, she's granted mercy. And the only real question is she too far down the path of dementia, which apparently she is on that path. And, God bless anybody that is dealing with that, regardless of the level of their evils in their career. But, having been with my dad through that whole scene, I understand what it's like. So hopefully she won't be too far down that path to actually think about this and grant Jeffrey Lee mercy. His date is June 11th, so, we hope to see a relief in that. And in the meantime, we all need to be calling her office starting Monday morning and asking for clemency. In Florida, in June, you have Andrew Lukehart next, whatever the second is. I think that's Tuesday. Yes, it is. In his case, 3 jurors voted for life, not death, and because of Florida's unique sentencing laws, the judge was permitted to impose the death penalty despite this non-unanimous vote. And the sentencing scheme had been ruled unconstitutional twice before. But Florida lawmakers have reinstated it each time. I don't understand that, and I need somebody to explain it to me because I can't explain it. It doesn't make sense to me. And then the other guy that's scheduled to be executed in Florida in June is Dusty Ray Spencer, a U.S. Marine veteran. Don't know too much about that yet, but there it is. In his case, too, the jury was split 7-5. The current Florida law requires at least 8 jurors to vote for death. So what that means is that if he were on death facing a sentencing trial right now for his crime, he would not be sentenced to death. He could not be sentenced to death because of that split 7-5. So that's the common theme: is juries that are just skewed, and we're going to see those. There's really nothing in the way of most of those executions, except maybe again we'll see some relief for Jeffrey Lee. Let's see. And then there's the question of suffering also, and the question of method of execution. A week ago today, we were still reeling from 2 executions that took place on Thursday, a week ago, yesterday actually. But Tony Carruthers was one of them in Tennessee, and he had some serious mental illness issues and some serious questions of his guilt issues, but they went ahead to try to execute him anyway. They couldn't get it going. They got one ID going. They couldn't get the second one, and they spent some period of time poking and prodding and trying to cut him down and all that sort of thing, and he went back to his cell alive. He's still alive today. That's like the 7th time that has happened in execution cases where people have gone to be executed and they're on the table and they're trying to kill them and then they can't. I mean, think about what that is as torture and suffering, and the damage it does not only to the person that we were trying to kill, but the people that are their job it is to try to kill them. They're not going to sleep easy anymore. How many nightmares will they be enduring? And I don't wish that on anybody, but yet if you're doing that job, it comes with some repercussions. But the question now is what happens in Tennessee? Will they halt executions again until they sort out what they're going to do? My prediction is maybe, and they shift to a different form of execution, probably either just going straight with electric chair, which is already in place. Squad, we're going to see, and you can think about this. If you had to pick how they're going to kill you, today it's gas suffocation, it's drowning by lethal injection, which is really the method. What ends up killing you is pulmonary edema in most of the cases. That's your lungs filling up with fluid. There's the electric chair, there's gas, electric chair firing squad, and lethal injection, and who knows what else they'll come up with. Anyway, enough of all that. I want everybody to think about and plan. Go to abolition.org, and come to the annual fast and vigil to abolish the death penalty. Or in some cases, Delia Perez, whose brother was Luis Castro, who died a year or 2 ago on death row. He would participate in the annual fast and vigil to abolish the death penalty by fasting in prison. And people on death row and several death rows are thinking about this now and doing it. June 29th is the anniversary of the Furman decision in 1972, which struck down all the death penalty laws in the country. And July 2nd is the anniversary of the Gregg decision. And this year is the 50th anniversary of the Gregg decision in 1976. So after they struck it down in 1972, states that wanted the death penalty wrote their new laws, and they were upheld with Gregg versus Georgia in 1976, and that allowed the resumption of executions. So that's June 29th to July 2nd in Washington, D.C. Find the information at the webpage deathpenaltyaction.org. I know my time is up, so quickly, the address is P.O. Box 27212. That's P.O. Box 27212 in Columbus, Ohio, 43227. P.O. Box 27212, Columbus, Ohio, 43227. Y'all have a great weekend and stay cool, everybody. I hope it's not too hot, and I hope that they fix that stuff too.
Well, thank you, Abe. You have a great weekend also.
Y'all take care.
You too. Bye-bye. All right, Mr. David. I think I'm going to thank a few people. Is that okay?
Please do.
Please do. All right, Michael, big thank you. Elizabeth, Nicole, Jason, James, John, Valerie, Kimberly, Michael, Donna, Tony, and another Valerie. We appreciate you very much.
Yeah, I'm trying to find
And you're on the air, David.
Good. Thank God. I'm glad somebody's on there.
Yeah, you're talking right in the mic. So I think you need to put some more fun out there.
I'm trying to find a break song, and we're trying to make sure we're on the air. So can you please pitch?
I can. Just turn your mic off. All right. So all right. So thank you to everyone who has donated. We appreciate any amount, like David was saying, whether it's $1, $2, $5, or $500. You know, we can go, well, we could take any amount you care to donate. We appreciate all donations. It goes to KPFT to keep the lights on, to keep everything running smoothly, although, as you know, sometimes things don't run smoothly.
Like right now.
Like right now. But we do appreciate all the donations. It does help. We want to stay in contact with everyone's loved ones across the United States. And how about that? Did I do good, David? In case y'all didn't know, I don't like pitching. I don't like asking for money, although this is a good cause.
It's $1. Come on, guys.
$1. You can donate any amount, and you can make it a sustainer. If you want to donate $1 a month.
Oh my gosh, $1 a month?
Yeah.
That's a coffee a month. Come on.
Yeah, you're on the air. I'm not sure why.
What?
They thought we were not on the air.
Who thought we were not?
Joe and Athena. And that's why they were talking whenever I had my mic on. I was fixing to start pitching, and they were freaking out because they thought we were off the air. I'm not sure what happened.
I don't know either, but I did see her phone and her phone.
Screens were black.
You're live.
I know. I see that.
Their
but
screens were black.
I had to come off the Wi-Fi.
It's Joanne.
No,
Joanne did it.
But it did go black for a little while.
On her phone it did, yeah. But my phone froze.
Your
But yet it's still going, so we didn't start it over.
And Athena ran out the back door.
We're good.
She was sitting on the bench. I saw her.
Is that what it was?
No.
That was all the things.
All right.
All right, let's pay the bills.
Pay them.
I did. These slackers over here.
Support for KPFT and The Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
I'm not sure they heard KPFT Houston.
I don't think they did.
Well, we'll say it again.
KPFT Houston. 90.1 KPFT.
Yeah.
Do you have a break song? No.
Well, I was just going to play our song, but I was looking for one, and then I didn't have time to find it.
We could all sing. We could all do it.
What are you going to sing?
I don't know.
It's been a long time since we did Charlie and the Regrets.
Oh,
okay, do it. But turn.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time on the road. Try to keep your heads up, you ain't deep if you got hope. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio. Broadcasting hope. This thing's my love.
There.
Hello. Okay. I was worried there for a second.
I was trying to play another song, but the little thing at the bottom of the screen came up. I couldn't even stop the other music. I was trying to go from one song into another, but it wouldn't play it.
No, it was going low, high, low.
Well,
high.
I was trying.
I know you were. I could tell.
So I finally just
Okay.
hit your button.
How about we get to Crystal, who's been holding for a minute? A minute. Let's get to Crystal. It's shout out time, by the way. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Crystal.
She probably fell asleep.
I know. I think she hung up. Y'all, when y'all call and we put you on hold, don't hang up. We're coming back, I swear. Hey, Linda, can you put Crystal on hold and see if she's still there and slide on over to Valerie at the line 1?
Monique's been there too.
Hey,
Hello?
Valerie.
Hi, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing?
We are doing wonderful.
Alrighty, I just wanted to just give a quick shout out to my husband Joshua from the McConnell unit. I just want to let him know that I love him and I can't wait to see him this weekend and to thank him for giving me all the strength and loving me each day and to keep your head up and just to tell the world how much I love you and how much you mean to me. Keep pushing, babe. You got this. Just a reminder on bad days and good days, God is with you and being there by your side. You surprised me on how much you changed for the better for us and for yourself. Thanks for being so lovable to my kids and me. We appreciate everything you do, and I'm glad I'm your wife. You got me and can't wait for the day for you to touch ground out here in the free. Love you, Polar Bear.
Aw, how cute. Well, thank you, Valerie. We appreciate you calling in, and you call again soon.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye. All right, now let's get to Coco. Coco's been holding for a minute. Hey, Coco. What's going on here? Coco, you there? I guess Coco's not there. Maybe he put us on hold. All right. Hey, did you go back and check on Crystal? Let's do Monique.
How are you doing this evening?
Doing great. How about you?
Well, this is Monique from San Antonio, Texas. I'm doing well. I just wanted to give a shout out to Ruben Chavez at the Whittlesey unit. Let him know I'm here for him. I always got him. Can't wait till he comes home. God bless him. I love him and hang in there. Thank y'all so much for everything y'all do for us.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
y'all.
Thank you, Monique. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's try Jason. Let's do Jason. Hey, Jason.
Hello? Can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, yes, I'm still here at the Beaumont facility here. So anybody that's getting out on parole, you have a long journey ahead of you, And so with that being said, I still have quite a few things to say. I'll probably have a poem next week.
Oh, cool.
So, Yeah, I have a poem that I want to read next week. So I'm going to start out with my shout-outs. First one is going to be to my nephew, Logan, at the Havens unit. Hey, Logan, it's your Uncle Jason, and I miss you, and I love you, and I haven't forgotten about you. Please write me if you can, whenever you can. Hopefully I'll hear from you when you get out. Hopefully that's soon. Next one is El Shahara on the Robertson unit. How about Shabazz at the Huntsville unit? Nico at the Robertson unit. Joseph at the Robertson unit. Little J at the All Red unit. Your family's reached out to me, and I've reached out to them. So you need to write me, Little J. Okay. How about Walter? Walter on the Robertson unit. How about Paul at the Odessa facility? He's also a parolee. How about Jonathan, a.k.a. Lakewood, at the Styles unit? Jedediah, Little Dre at the Robertson unit. Yeah, you too. You need to write me too. How about Jeremy at the Robertson unit? Alexis at the Robertson unit. Debridge at the Robertson unit. Cody at the Robertson unit. Kenyon at the Robertson unit. Rodney at the Robertson unit. You need to write me as well, Rodney. Hello, I'm talking to you, Rodney. How about Peaches at the Bill Clemens unit? Joe at the Michael Trustee camp. Victor at the Michael Trustee camp. Billy at the Robertson unit. How about Rob or Robert at the Michael Trustee camp? Christopher, I think you got out, Christopher, and I'm glad you got out. He was on the Robertson unit. How about Rod? He was on the Michael Trustee camp. I just heard that he got out. How about a special shout out for from Diamond to Ali at the Harris County facility, and a special shout out from Gadget to Lynn at the Skyview unit, Norman at the Wainwright unit, Alex at the Jefferson County facility. How about William McConnell? He's somewhere in TDC now. My friend Blake Too Tall, you're at the James Lenoff unit. Is that how you say that? James Lenoff unit? A special shout out to James at the Telford unit. Callie at the Bill Clemens unit. How about Little Rick or Ricky at the Bill Clemens unit? Pirate at the Bill Clemens unit. Michael at the Robertson unit. Mr. Patterson or AKA Slim at the Robertson unit. I hope one day you get out, Slim. I'm going to be fighting for most of y'all, all of y'all. I haven't forgotten about y'all at all. How about Mr. Guy at the Robertson unit? Redneck at the Robertson unit. Special shout out to all the field ministers there on the Robertson unit. I just got word that the Robertson unit is on lockdown. I got a letter from somebody there, and it's on lockdown. So I am thinking about y'all. I know how lockdown is. How about my old co-worker, Bean at the Hughes unit? Casper at the Robertson unit, CC at the Robertson unit, Migo at the Robertson unit, AJ at the Robertson unit, Todd at the Robertson unit. He was one of my old co-workers. How about Byron 44 at the Robertson unit? And a special shout out to Ted at Buster Cole. So that, with that being said, a lot of these people that I'm shouting out for, I am checking on your names, and you're you're changing, some of y'all are changing units. So, yeah, I keep up with y'all. And a special shout out to the Death Row Angels, Miss Dani and Madam Linda. And especially the feet poems that you have about your feet, Miss Linda.
Joy's jealous.
I know. I tried
Joy
to
wants you to talk about her feet. She showed her feet earlier.
I did. I threw my feet. I'm like, what the heck? Fresh.
Well, I am going to bring a poem, but it won't be a feet poem. So, you know. And a shout out to you, David, on the Prison Show. And a big, big thank you to all and everyone for making this happen.
Thank you so much, Jason. You have a great weekend.
You too, and I'll see y'all next Friday.
All right, we'll be here.
All righty, see you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's get to okay, they're hanging out. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't see whose name. Ariel.
Hi, can you guys hear me? I didn't think we'd ever make it here.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's taken a little while. We have quite a few phone calls, but go ahead with your show.
No, it's my first time here. I wanted to give a shout out to my man, who is my husband and my best friend, known as A-Ray. His name is Alex, and he's in the Padre unit. His birthday was actually last Saturday, and I didn't get to call last Friday because it was his son's birthday. But I just want to tell you, Alex, I love you so much. You already know that I'm holding it down for you out here. You don't have to worry about anything, just keeping your head on straight and praying and making sure that you're the best version of yourself for me and these kids when you get out. And I love you, and I miss you like crazy, and I can't wait to see you. And, yeah, I hope everybody takes good care of him, because if not, you don't want to know. But I love you, and thank you guys for taking the calls and for giving everybody shout-outs, because I know it means the world to them.
Well, thank you for calling. You have a great weekend.
Thank you. Y'all too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. How about let's get to Eva.
Hey, and good evening, Trey. How are you? I hope you're doing well. So before I forget, I got your son's email with the needed details, so that's all good. Today I finished the first season of All American, but hey, did I miss something? Like, why does Layla freak out in the last few minutes of the last episode? Okay, I know, of course, that her dad isn't there for her, but why does she suddenly start to, let's say, redecorate the house? But I definitely prefer Spencer's home in Crenshaw over Lila's place, because Spencer's house just looks like a place where people actually live, while Lila's place looks more like a museum to me. I guess I just wouldn't feel at home there. What about you? Yeah, speaking of something other than the series, I would just like to let you know that I really appreciate that what you look for in people is good communication and understanding, and that you always keep things respectful. You know, that's a really remarkable and commendable trait. I know not everybody is like that. But enough of the praise. This weekend there is a brewery festival, but I'm not sure if I'll go. It only takes place every 2 years, but it's mainly about unhealthy food. You've heard probably of German bratwurst, haven't you? And that music, like brass bands and Schlager music, so I'm not too excited about it. Maybe I will stop by for 5 or 10 minutes and have a beer or two, since it's not that far from my place, but after that I will probably try to get away as quickly as possible. Okay, as always, I hope you have an enjoyable weekend, Trey, and that everything is going well over there. Okay then, cutie, take care, and until next week, bye, Daddy.
All right. Thank you, Eva. How about we get to Tiffany?
I want to send a shout out to my hubby.
here at the FCC Houston shop. Just wanted to let you know, baby, we're right here. We just got done eating dinner. Your daughter's right here. She doesn't want to say hi. But I just want you to know that I love you, and the visit went great today. I was so happy to see a smile on your face when you saw the kids. I know it's been a while. But we love you so much. Can't wait till you're home. Let's get over this, and we'll jump over this hurdle together. Always and forever. You already know that. On behalf of Chubb, he wants to send a shout-out to everyone in 5 West at the FCC Houston. Keep your head up, everybody. Y'all will be out of this soon. Stay positive and keep pushing forward. But have a great night. Baby, I love you so much. Mwah. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Sweet dreams, baby. Good night. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Tiffany. Have a great weekend.
You do the same. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All the kisses.
I know.
Woo. Say, have a good night. Hey, did you think everybody a while ago? Did you go all the way up to, what was the last one, Michael?
I thanked everyone that you sent me a screenshot on.
Yeah, well, let's try it again. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, James. Thank you, John. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Kimberly. There's another Michael in there. Thank you so much. And Donna. Thank you, Donna. And thank you, Tony. Woo! That's a good night. It's a lot of donations. But look, we're going to try it one more time. I'm going to let you know we're getting a lot of $1 donations. We hardly ever mention denominations and how much it is.
No, we don't.
But we're trying to let you know that if you want to make a donation to let the station know that you're listening, we don't care if you got $1. Donate the $1. If you got $5, donate $5. Look, if you were to be a sustainer at a $5 level, that would be a $60 donation. If you wanted to be a sustainer at a $10 donation, of course, that'd be a $120 donation, and we'd get credit for the whole $120. So if you just call 713-526-5738 and make a donation in any amount, we'd really appreciate it. If you don't want to talk to anybody, even though it is a nice secure line, go to www.kpft.org and hit the green button. How do you say it? How do you say W? Do you say it like that?
I just don't.
So if you had to say WWW.
I don't say W.
W.
So let me hear you say 3 of them.
No, I just do KPFT.org.
But you got to hit the www.
Everyone automatically knows that, so
Yeah,
I just
everybody
skip.
don't. You ought to work with some people I work with.
Just
everybody don't know.
Give us your money.
Yeah.
That's it. Just give us your money.
Hey, that's a song, isn't it? They use that B word.
I don't know. Give us your money.
Yeah.
That's all we care about.
Okay, so we got our copies of the Echo.
Echo. Yeah, we forgot to tell Marci.
Yeah. Oh,
She's
yeah.
on the front page.
Yeah, Marci, if you're listening, you're on the front page. So, and it will be on Adovo. It may already be there, but last I heard it was not on there yet. But you, too, can read our stories. They interviewed David and I, and they have some information about the prison show inside the, I guess it's a
TDCJ newspaper.
So if it's on Adovo, everyone from across the United States can read it. You can find out about the prison show. You can find out about David and me.
And if you're on the staff of your newspaper and you're not in TDC and you want to interview us, then you can reach us at david@theprinsonshow.net, and we'll set up a time to interview.
Yes, absolutely.
We're in 48 states. There's a lot more prisons out there. We might get in some more newspapers.
I know. And I do know that one of the guys did write to the newspaper or the whatever in Angola.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's heard from them yet. But, hey, let's get to Miss Patty. She's been holding for a while, and we don't want people hanging up. So let's get to Miss Patty. Hey, Miss Patty.
Hi there. It was good to see you, Linda.
It's Danny.
You and Dani. Hi, Dani. Yeah. It was great to see you yesterday. This shout out is for Roberto. Migo, we just wanted to tell you we're almost home. We just crossed the checkpoint. We should be home around 11. Anyway, the kids were good. David took them this afternoon already. Belated birthday shout out to Mark, Brandon, and Rudy. Their birthday was yesterday. Sorry I didn't know. but happy birthday to you. Hello to Ruben and Jeff and Big Will, of course, Eric, Big Will. I'm going to do that for you at the beach, remember? I was thinking about you today. Your mom says hello to Roderick. To Roderick and Mark and Brandon. Yes. Okay, mijo. Hope you have a good night. We love you, miss you.
Early was babysitting at the
Early was babysitting. Gracie was babysitting. So I guess that's what grandmas do. Anyway, we love and miss you, mijo. Hope to see you soon again. I love you. Good night.
Good night, mijo. Good night. Good night, Danny.
Good night. Y'all be safe.
Thank you.
We're almost home. We should be home by 11:15. Yep.
All right. Well, y'all have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. Let's get to Eva Maria.
Good evening, everybody. This is Eva Maria from Germany. I have just told some friends of mine about you and about this great prison show radio station, and they also found it was a really good idea. And I would like to greet the team of the prison show and congratulate them for your great work. And I also would like to greet everyone, hoping it's not too hot for you at the moment. And I pray for you and wish you a blessed weekend. Good night, Eva Maria.
Hey, you know, speaking of that, it is getting very hot, and I'm looking for well, where is it? Remember to drink lots of water, of course. I was told that they're not required to give ice, but, hello, it's right here. They're required. The AD 1064, the heat directive. Make sure you look that up. I think it's on the tablets. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's on the tablets.
And that's in the Echo?
No, it's just getting hot.
I thought you was reading the Echo.
No, but I think it was in the Echo, the last edition.
Yeah, that's been a heat directive for years
right.
and years and
Just
years.
a reminder for people, don't forget that they are required to give you ice.
Ice,
not just
baby.
cold water.
I was just going to say that.
Ice, baby. Oh, my God. There's two.
See,
there's two of them.
We are alike.
All right. So just don't forget that. And when they're on lockdown, David, what happens with, if they're stuck in their cells and it's hot?
Well, whenever I was on the bird unit, they had a dude that came around with a big giant bucket from the kitchen, and he'd yell, ice, ice.
No, but aren't they supposed to have an area they can go to?
A respite?
That's it. Yeah. Aren't they supposed to have that?
Maybe not if they're on lockdown.
Yeah, so they just don't care if they're on lockdown. They don't get that.
They're lucky to get a shower if they're on lockdown.
Oh, I know. I've
pray for a shower, boy.
I know. Trust me.
Yeah, but whenever I was on the bird unit lockdown, they bring us cold water, and you just sit around in your boxers. At least you get 2 fans now.
Yeah, so. You do get that, but it's just circulating, hot.
Well, I'll tell you one thing: if you sit underneath them fans, you don't sweat near as bad as if you come out from underneath of them.
But I still, if they're stuck in their cells, they should have,
Yeah, I don't know where they're going to go to respite if they're stuck in their cells.
I don't know, but I'm going to call about it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Don't have fans.
Yeah, some units don't have fans. It depends on their electrical.
Well, yeah, it depends on if they're on state jail facility or not.
Yeah,
even if they're if they're in transit and they're on lockdown, then they're going to have their fans. And supposedly the dorms they have fans that are all up on the walls, and I've sat down them before when the air circulating, but it's just hot as all get out. The air.
They compared it to one of those convection oven. Yeah, that's what they compared it to.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I've been there. I've lived it.
So, and I'm sure other states have this pretty much the same. If you're in a southern state and you get hot, I know there's air conditioning in Wisconsin. Brittany told us about that.
In the prisons in Wisconsin, they got air conditioning?
Yes, they do. She told us about it.
There's pros and cons to air conditioning because sometimes they set it way too low and then you're way too cold.
And they do it on purpose because they were doing it in the...
Because you don't want to get up and cause fights and go running around because everybody sits on their bunks with their blankets and
Oh, that's what they're doing. I know a couple of units do that.
Well, some of the units, they were trying to get them to sign a refusal that they didn't want air conditioning because it was too cold or whatever.
Well, I know they're getting them to sign a refusal, which is one of my pet peeves because of what Brittany was talking about there, whatever happened in the past.
Yeah, but I don't think that the judge is listening to it.
You think?
They just had that court thing. I think he's on the side where you need to get with the program. And then what was the feller's name that's over the board?
Oh,
and he told him
Nichols.
Quick. Yeah, Mr. Nichols told him quick. That's just a bunch of swag. They're not trying to put air conditioning in places.
No, he did, and he was at the summit.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
He seems to be. So, I mean, if you're gonna tell the truth, and I was talking to some of the guards where I work at, they come up there because they got the Bambi program, and I told them, I said that you guys all need to get together. Yeah, I mean, they got the union. The officers union, they need to come together and stomp their foot down. They're having a hard enough time getting guards to go to work, let alone they don't have any air conditioning, and they're wearing all these uniform and the bulletproof vest, and some of them have to wear kill shields, and I mean, it gets hot.
Yeah, and I mean, that one officer was sentenced to 10 years, so that was yesterday, I think.
Yeah, I saw that. I think I posted on the Facebook page.
And so the caliber of,
yeah.
I mean,
You need to stand up for the rights.
Absolutely. I'll stand with them for rights.
Well, I think everybody does. And I meet Dominic does that sale thing. That's really good.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to, we did Eva Maria. Let's get to Italian Smile.
Hi everyone. The Italian Coalition to Abolish the Death Penalty wants to wish a happy birthday to Kershawn, Dexter, Ruben, Roderick, Guy, Robert, Tony, Perry, Hector, and Robert. We want to remind you that you are not forgotten and that there are people thinking of you and sending positive thoughts and on this day and always. We wish you a great month and a great birthday. Stay strong and positive. Buon compleanno!
Well, it had Italian Smile's name on it, but it was the Italian Coalition.
Yes, it was. Thank y'all. It's always nice to have the guys' birthdays mentioned. All right, is that the same Jason? Let's get back to Jason.
Well, that's the Mentor Moments.
Oh, hey, Jason.
That's right. I feel like I should change my name to Mr. Mentor Moment, maybe. That kind of rolls off the tongue. Good evening, Madam Dani, Mama Linda, Cowboy Dave, and even Miss Joy and Miss Athena, too. And all the good brothers and sisters who can hear my voice across the fruited plain from sea to shining sea. This is your virtual mentor correspondent who is also featured alongside The Prison Show and Miss Marci Marie on the front page of the Echo prison newspaper. Isn't that a great picture?
It is.
Actually, I don't know whose idea it was to take that picture, but whoever's idea it was a good idea.
It was a good idea. But I wasn't in it.
I know, Dani. I know. But you still, your picture's still in. It's still in there.
So. I know, but that's a great group of people, minus David.
It is.
I mean, it's a great group of.
Yeah, but when you gotta go, you gotta go.
I know. I had to.
That was a very blessed night, and I'm so thankful I was able to be a part of that.
And you're always welcome here. You know that, don't you? I hope you know that.
I do.
All
yes, right. I do. And
it's
I'll
just
have
an
to come
hour's
back
drive
again.
or whatever, right?
Yeah. No big deal. Also, and right, I'm kind of riffing with you guys tonight. Also, I remember last week you were talking about a new friend that is a new listener, and shout out to him, Mr. Frybread.
Yes.
Yeah, and you were talking about how you didn't know about fry bread. So fry bread, if you've never had fry bread, it's amazing. You're missing out if you've never eaten fry bread before. So fry bread is actually, it's a Native American style flatbread that is deep fried and it's until it's puffy and golden. And so it started out, actually, a little history on fry bread. It started out during the government forced relocations of the Native American tribes. So it started with particularly the Navajo tribes. They used the supplied flour and lard to create this type of bread, this food. And today, typically, you'll find that fry bread is made with flour and salt and baking powder. And it's also used to make what is known, like if you go, so it's hard to find. You'll find it at powwows, but they create what's called an Indian taco. And so it's flatbread with lettuce and cheese and beef. It's amazing. There's actually a powwow coming up in Livingston in a couple of weeks. So if you're in that area, check it out. So
Google warns it's very unhealthy.
yeah, I'm sure it's healthy, but it's delicious. So try it, check it out. All right, so to the shout outs, shout out to Eric, Buddy, and the guys, the mentor team at the Walls Unit. Shout out to my mentee, Alex, and all the guys at the Ferguson Unit Trustee Camp, Dennis 3RD, Mr. McGee, and all the brothers at the Ellis Kairos team. So, tonight, I'll ask you, did you hear the story about the farmer's favorite donkey? Okay, so one day, the donkey was tripped and it fell into a deep and dry well. So despite the farmer's best efforts to pull the donkey out, it felt hopeless. The donkey was stuck. So seeing as I was unable to rescue the donkey and wanting to prevent other animals from falling into that well, the farmer decided, well, let me just go ahead and start filling the hole with dirt, which would also in turn bury the donkey alive. So at first, the donkey was overwhelmed as the soil began landing on his back. However, rather than lie down and accept its fate, the donkey's survival instinct kicked in. So every time a shovel of dirt hit the donkey shook the dirt off and stepped onto the rising pile of dirt. So before long, the dirt filled the well enough that the donkey, on top of this big pile of dirt, could just step over the edge of the well and walked away out of the well. So just similar to life, you may feel like circumstances are constantly shoveling dirt onto you, right? In the form of stress and setbacks and failures. The secret to overcoming adversity isn't avoiding heavy loads. It is shaking off the negativity, taking a step forward, and using your problems as stepping stones to rise above. Okay, so not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, character hope. Hope does not put us to shame because God's love has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit, which has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit. That is Romans 5:3 through Romans 5:3-5. As I always like to close, keep hoping, keep believing, keep your head up and your eyes on the Lord. That's all for tonight, and we'll talk to you next time. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Jason. All right, let's, I think it is Caitlin.
Hola, Beto. How are you? I hope that you're in good health, spirits, staying safe, and there is a smile on your face. As for me, all is good. I'm here with Belle, just chilling, and she is out in the yard. She is having a little snooze because, yeah, guess what? The sun is shining bright and the sky is blue. So, yay, the sun weather. Other than that, yeah, everything is good. No drama, which is always a good thing. I also want to give a big shout out to the guys, Eric, Mark, Will, Debo, and Rudy. Hope you all are doing good. And here is Belle coming in from the yard now. And I don't know whether you can hear her, but she's coming over. She says, woof. So yeah, good night, sweet dreams, and stay safe. And to everybody at the Prison Show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
All right. Thank you, Caitlin. All right. How about Kiki?
Hi, this message is for Rodney at the Plus unit. Hey, Rodney, it's Kiki. Hope you have a wonderful night. Just want to let you know I'm thinking of you and missing you and looking forward to our call tomorrow. I hope you have a good night. Thank you, Dani. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, David. I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening as well. God bless. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you, Rodney.
More kisses. More kisses. All right. Let's get to the not so mysterious Mike.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike doing his shout-outs for the prison show. Here's my shout-outs. The guys of Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout-out for Philip Perez. Shout-out for Matt Thomas, Edward Ruiz, Adam Wilkerson. Shout-out for Aaron Vasquez. Shout-out for Haas. Shout-out for Keith Money. Tasha wants me to do a shout-out for Payday. Shout-out for Oz. Shout out for Curtis Robertson. Shout out for Jesse Cortez. Shout out for Raymond Lee Cart. And a special shout out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Hopefully you're doing much better. And if you want to write to Mysterious Mike, you can do it in care of David Collingsworth, and I'll write you back. And I hope everybody's enjoying the sunshine and has a good weekend. And remember, during the spring pledge drive to donate to the Mighty 90 KPFT and the historic prison show as well, because we do have a captive audience. And hope everybody enjoys the weekend, and adios.
Really? Really, Mike? Okay.
Adios.
You can write to Mike at 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, Texas, or Shepherd, America, 77371. Let's get to Kimberly.
Why don't we say some thank yous?
Oh, say them.
Well, we want to say thank you to David and Linda and Jeffrey. A big thank you to Christina and Susan and Tiffany and Rick and Cecilia. Thank you so very much. They're just pouring in.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Call 713-526-5738. Option number 1. And www.kpft.org. And look for the Donate Now button, whatever color it may be today. And hit the drop-down menu. Make sure you donate to The Prison Show. And it don't matter if we're off the air. You can do it next week or this week or tonight or 3 o'clock in the morning. Just hit the drop-down. Yeah, 5 minutes.
Or right now.
Right now.
Right now. Anytime.
Thanks for the help.
Matters.
It really does. I like Marci Marie said, go digging in the couch. Go get the words out of there. Yeah. So.
All right, let's get to Kimberly.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Kimberly.
Hi, how are y'all? Thank y'all so much for everything that y'all do. And I want to give a shout out to my husband, Rocky Crossland, over at the Garza East unit. I love you, babe. I miss you. And rawr. He always says I'm like a dinosaur on days that I'm grouchy. So I just want to tell him I love him.
That's awesome.
Yep. Thank you, everyone, and God bless everybody behind those walls and the families on this side of them. Keep your chins up and keep your prayers going.
Well, thank you, Kimberly, so much.
Thank you.
Have a great
y'all. Have a great
weekend.
night and a great weekend. Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, we're going to get to Miss Joanne because she has some I'm just going to give it to you. What's going on, y'all?
Hi, this is Joanne. I just want to shout out congratulations to our May couples. We have Caroline and Salvatore in Conroe, Rochelle and Andrew at Ferguson. She is from the UK. Rebecca and Anthony at San Saba. Ebony and Jamal at Memorial. Switzerland, Laura and Irvin at Bradshaw. Marisol and Ramondo at Bread Trial. From Arizona, we have Megan and James at Allred. The Glenisha and Kevion at Cole, and Sylvia and Casey at Cole. I also want to shout out and say hi to David, to Tokyo at the Wynn. Had a nice conversation with Darlene today, and I hope to meet y'all soon. Y'all take care, and congratulations to everyone.
It's pretty cool, you know, Tokyo.
Yeah.
His bride called me today.
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
And we got another one up in there. Let's see. I saw it pop up just a minute ago. Oh, we got two. Thank you, Miss Whitney, and thank you, Deborah.
Y'all, thank you.
And they're coming in from everywhere. They're from Tennessee and Wyoming, New Hampshire, Nevada, Tennessee, Delaware. And of course, Houston. We got two of them from Houston. Josephburg, Iowa. Derekport, Illinois. Victoria, Mississippi. Everywhere.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
All right, let's get to Stacy.
This is to my husband, Sporty Black. Hey, baby love, this is Wifey. Cushion your Friday night blues chaser. Yeah, the diet. How's the day been for you? It's been a take it easy couple of days for me. The girls and I are doing well. They're behaving. The weather's been nice. Drizzle here and there, but it's warm. That's what matters. Been on the machine. I've heard from you. Our 2 E-notes. 5th, 27th times 2. I got the society is a construct post. And the T's in the 5th, 27th. I've not read yet. I just got it. I'm getting ready to work on the post and T's. Mom's as well. She went to the dock and shopping today. So I've not spoken with her today. We got 8 new members requests on the FB. 10 stat counter activity, all bots. No updates on IG or AP, Contact VP, Twitter, or Sky. Baby, it's that time. I love you so deeply and I miss you. Remain healthy and safe. Stay focused and tough. Mwah. You got me, baby. Take care. Mwah.
More kisses.
I like it.
All right, Joy, do you want to say? You got to get to the mic.
Oh, well, let me see.
And you got to talk loud.
I always talk loud.
No, you don't.
No,
Yes,
you
I do.
don't.
I got the volume cranked way up, so come on, use your outside voice.
Use my outside voice?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to say hello to,
Creeper?
Yes, Creeper.
If I crank it up and you got to crank it down, Danny.
Okay.
I never thought I'd say that.
You know what? Stop cutting me off.
Okay, go.
Everybody
Speak up.
cuts me off. Don't tell me speak up. I'll come in there and slap you.
I might like it.
Oh, my Lord. Okay. Creeper, hello. I know you're not listening, but hello anyway. Big Will. Carlos and Chucky and BD, even though he's not listening anyway. And just because I can say it, y'all, please, for the love of God, send in your HIPAAs. Get them signed. Because if anything should happen to you, don't make your mamas worry about you. Okay? It doesn't give family the right to say what they can do for you if you're sick or whatever. It just lets your family know what is happening with you. Okay? BD's mama had to go a whole week not knowing whether her son was dead or alive. Please, for the love of God, sign your HIPAAs. Get them in. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. And while I'm thinking of it, $1. That's all it is, guys. Donate.
See, even she did it. Do I need to speak up, David?
Yeah, I can turn the volume back down if she's not talking. I mean, I had it cranked all the way up.
Oh,
I know.
You know what? I trust me. I raise kids, man. I can yell.
Well, come on, because I'm in green over here. That means everybody outside's trying to crank their radios up, and then Dani talks and blasts them out.
I know.
Because I've learned
Thank you so much.
through these years that I got to talk up.
Yeah. We're not in the 1970 mics in it. Well, you might be. I think you got one of the old mics.
I have one of the older mics. This thing doesn't
my little
fit
foamy
No.
thing doesn't
You
even.
got the fat mic, Joy. That's not an old mic.
Well,
That's
I
a
don't
newer
like
mic.
it. I
Well,
don't like it.
But
This thing is...
beggars can't be choosers.
You know what? I'm not a beggar.
And mine doesn't
This
even.
thing is... Dani's mic is kind of
Yep.
sexy. Mine is like...
Yeah.
Mine is bulky.
Danny's got a 1970s mic. You got a 1980s mic.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's bulky.
Why are you standing all the way up there?
Don't you fall off that ladder. If you do, I do know CPR.
All right. Does Linda want to say anything, or do we have time?
We got like 4 minutes.
Okay, Linda.
She started before I got the mic on.
Do what?
Come on, get up.
I know.
Get up here.
Forget that thing on my head.
What's on your head?
Okay, I want to say hello first to Kevin Lights Camera Action Jackson. Got your sweet letter, and thank you very much. Dani and I do make a good crime girls who get into trouble a lot, but we try to get each other out.
Wait a minute. I got one from him, and he didn't say lights, camera, action, Jackson.
That's because I'm special.
Oh, wait. I don't get mail. I mean, I get mail, but
He's not finished.
Dani doesn't ever give it to me, guys. So anyone that does write me, I don't get my mail. Okay, just saying.
You're cutting Linda off.
I want to say hi to John Naz, Ken Whitley, Vincent Baker. I miss you, Vincent. I hope you're okay. Richard Filan, Glenn Harris, Michael B. Hood, and Don Giovanni Maybon. You guys have a great night.
Woohoo! Who we missing? Athena?
Athena, do you want to give a shout out? No? No shout out?
She don't want to show off that new tattoo?
Is it a new tattoo? Okay, do you want to come show it off? No, not really. Oh my God, y'all! This tattoo is awesome.
Yep.
I love it. All right.
I'd like to say hi to Dennis and Sharon and, of course, Billy. Can't forget Billy.
Yeah, you can.
Charles, Flores, Cornelius Robinson. 3RD. 3RD wanted to make a donation tonight to whoever made the largest donation. He wanted to give a book. So we'll have to go back and see who that was. Probably Joanne. As a matter of fact, I know it was Joanne. She made the largest donation today. Douglas Rivera, Jay Van Story, Jeremy Adler, Joe Ramirez, Kenny Morissette, Paul Sims, Pete Sines, Roderick Johnson, Rodney Reed, Sonny Wilson, Stephanie Martin, Big Wheel, Clinton. I heard you're doing pretty good. Benjamin Byes, Eric Hensley, John Thomas, Tiffany Cheeks, Daniel Lipscomb, Michael Perez, Michael Hood, Dale Wright, John Call, Zachary Schenk, Lee Stevens, Sasha Dickerson, Alexis Marusa, Matthew Field, Charles Greer, Devontae Harris, Kenneth Holton, James McElrath, Roy Forbes, Glenn Harris, and that's the last week worth of messages. That's a lot of messages in a week, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
I'd like to shout out to all y'all. I would like to say something. You guys keep sending me these video visit requests, and I don't do them. Sorry. I'll message you. I'll send you a text. I don't have enough time, especially during the day, to talk on the phone or do a video visit. And there's so many of y'all. Man, I love you, and I appreciate you contacting us. But if you want to send me a message, I'm not going to write a letter back to you. Not a whole 2, 3, 4, 5-page message or whatever, but I will text you. I'll let you know that we care and we appreciate you. What are you waving at me about?
I want to do a shout. I haven't done one in weeks.
I got 2 minutes, and I got to introduce Skylar Dawn in those 2 minutes.
Oh, well, no, go ahead. No, that's
sure?
fine. Yep.
How long is it going to take you to do your shout out? You going to take 4 or 5 minutes?
Well, no, but no,
well,
I don't.
Come on, hurry up.
No,
come on.
go.
Yeah.
No.
You hadn't done it in a few weeks.
And I know, 3 weeks. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't want you being upset. Come on, make a shout out. I just need to be able to say bye to Skylar or introduce
No,
Skylar
it's
Dawn.
okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Come on now. You wasted a whole minute.
No, you wasted it. You can go
By
on.
giving you a chance to say your shout out. Man, come on now. Look, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We appreciate you donating. There's been a lot of donations tonight. We really appreciate that. Keep them coming in. And Joy said it the best. $1's a dollar. Man, y'all, make sure you send it in. Call 713-526-5738. Option number 1 to make the donation. Or go to kpft.org. Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
www.kpft.org. And anyway, hit the drop-down menu, donate to The Prison Show. Y'all stick with us, and Skylar Dawn's going to come up because we're always in that Skylar Dawn sandwich. And make sure that you listen to Damage Control. We appreciate you.
Have a great weekend.
See you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time it's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. It's prison radio. From Paris to Polanski. Bonjour, Villamore. In my dreams I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. To men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This sings my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio. And to all the lifers, the men sitting on